Ladies and gentlemen, success is not an overnight event, but a result of consistent actions taken over time. The key to overcoming laziness is to replace unproductive behaviors with habits that push you toward your goals. Habits shape your life more than motivation ever could. Motivation comes and goes, but habits, once ingrained, become second nature, making productivity feel effortless. The first step in developing strong habits is self-awareness. You need to identify patterns of laziness in your daily routine. What triggers your procrastination? Is it boredom, distraction, or a lack of energy? Recognizing the cause allows you to address it directly. If distractions keep you from being productive, reducing them will be more effective than simply trying to stay focused. If low energy is the issue, improving your sleep, diet, and exercise routine can create the foundation for discipline. Once you identify the problem, the next step is replacing bad habits with better ones. For instance, if you tend to waste time on social media, set a rule to check it only at specific times of the day. If you struggle with waking up early, set an evening routine that ensures you sleep on time. Making small adjustments consistently will lead to big changes over time. The key to making habits stick is to start small. Many people fail because they try to overhaul their entire routine at once. Instead, focus on one or two small changes. If you want to read more, start with just 5 pages a day. If you want to exercise, begin with 10 minutes. These small wins build confidence and create momentum, making it easier to stick to bigger goals. Repetition is what solidifies habits. It's not about how much effort you put in on a single day, but how consistently you repeat an action over weeks and months. Even when you don't feel like it, taking action, no matter how small, reinforces discipline. Over time, what once felt like an effort becomes automatic. The brain rewires itself through repetition, making good habits second nature. Another powerful strategy is using triggers to anchor new habits. Linking a new habit to an existing one increases the chances of it sticking. For example, if you want to develop a habit of journaling, doing it right after brushing your teeth every morning creates a mental connection, making it easier to remember. These small behavioral cues make habit formation more natural. Accountability also plays a crucial role. Tracking your progress, whether through a journal or an app, helps maintain consistency. Having a friend or mentor who checks in on your progress adds an extra layer of responsibility. When you know someone else is watching, you are more likely to stay committed. Developing strong habits isn't about making drastic changes overnight. It's about small, intentional steps that accumulate over time. By replacing laziness with disciplined routines, you shift your mindset from waiting for motivation to taking control of your actions. Eventually, these habits become the foundation of success, turning discipline into a way of life. Laziness often thrives in an environment of excuses. When people blame their circumstances, other people, or external factors for their lack of progress, they give away their power. The moment a person shifts their mindset from blaming to taking full responsibility, everything changes. Responsibility means recognizing that while life is unpredictable, the way one reacts to challenges is always within their control. This shift eliminates excuses and forces action. The first step to taking responsibility is accepting that no one else is coming to save you. Many people wait for the perfect opportunity, the right mentor, or the right circumstances before they take action. The truth is, if you keep waiting, you will wait forever. The people who succeed are those who decide that they are responsible for their own progress, regardless of external factors. They don't dwell on disadvantages or setbacks, but instead focus on what they can do with what they have. When people take full responsibility, they stop making excuses for why they are not where they want to be. They recognize that blaming a lack of time, resources, or support is just a distraction. Everyone has obstacles. Some choose to overcome them, while others use them as justification for inaction. Responsibility means looking at those same obstacles and asking, what can I do about this, instead of saying, this is why I can't succeed. The moment that question changes, solutions begin to appear. A powerful way to reinforce responsibility is to shift language. Instead of saying, I didn't have time, say, I didn't make time. Instead of saying, I couldn't do it because of my situation, say, I didn't prioritize it. Language matters because it reflects mindset. When a person changes their words, they change their thinking. And when thinking shifts, actions follow. Taking responsibility also means owning past mistakes. Many people get stuck in regret, replaying past failures and using them as proof that they can't change. However, responsibility isn't about guilt. It's about learning. Every mistake holds a lesson, and those who take ownership of their past decisions use those lessons to move forward. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, they ask, what can I do better next time? This mindset removes the weight of past failures and turns them into tools for growth. There is freedom in taking responsibility. While it may feel easier in the short term to blame others, it ultimately leads to frustration and helplessness. When a person decides that everything in their life is within their control, at least in terms of their reaction and effort, they become unstoppable. There is no more waiting, no more complaining, and no more wasted time. Instead, there is only action. Those who embrace full responsibility develop a sense of confidence and independence. They no longer look outside themselves for motivation because they understand that their success is entirely in their hands. By eliminating excuses and focusing only on what can be done, they create momentum, kill laziness, and build a life of achievement. Without clear goals, laziness thrives. A lack of direction creates confusion, making it easy to procrastinate and avoid meaningful action. When a person does not know what they are working toward, everything feels overwhelming and distractions become more appealing. Clarity eliminates this uncertainty. Having specific, well-defined goals provides a sense of purpose, making it easier to focus and stay disciplined. A clear goal is more than just a vague wish. Many people say they want to be successful, get in shape, or make more money, but these statements lack precision. A goal needs to be specific, measurable, and time-bound. Instead of saying, I want to be fit, a clearer goal would be, I will go to the gym 4 times a week and lose 10 pounds in 3 months. This level of detail creates accountability and makes it easier to track progress. When a goal is too broad, it is easy to feel lost and unmotivated. But when it is broken down into concrete steps, it becomes more achievable. One reason people fail to take action is that their goals seem too big or distant. This is why breaking larger goals into smaller milestones is essential. If someone wants to start a business, thinking about the entire process at once can be overwhelming. Instead, setting short-term goals like researching the industry, developing a business plan, and launching a small pilot version of the idea makes the journey manageable. Each small success builds momentum, creating motivation to continue. Writing down goals increases the likelihood of achieving them. A goal that exists only in the mind is easy to forget or ignore, but putting it on paper makes it feel real. Keeping a written list of goals and reviewing them regularly helps maintain focus. A daily reminder of what needs to be accomplished reinforces commitment and prevents distractions from taking over. Another powerful method for achieving goals is visualization. Successful individuals often picture themselves reaching their targets before they actually do. This mental rehearsal makes the goal feel more attainable and strengthens the belief that it is possible. When the mind sees something as achievable, the body follows. Visualization combined with consistent effort turns ambition into reality. Accountability plays a crucial role in goal setting. Sharing goals with someone else, whether a mentor, friend, or accountability partner, creates external pressure to follow through. When a person knows they will have to report their progress, they are more likely to stay committed. Additionally, tracking progress through journals, apps, or simple checklists provides motivation by showing how far they have come. Laziness often results from a lack of urgency. Setting deadlines eliminates this problem. When there is a specific time frame attached to a goal, it creates a sense of responsibility and drives action. Without deadlines, it is easy to keep pushing tasks into the future. A person who sets clear goals and follows through with consistent action removes the possibility of laziness and replaces it with progress. Laziness often takes hold when tasks feel too big or overwhelming. When people look at a major goal, they sometimes become paralyzed by its size, unsure of where to start. This hesitation leads to procrastination, and procrastination feeds laziness. The solution is to break everything down into small, manageable steps. Taking action, even in the smallest way, creates momentum. And once momentum builds, laziness disappears. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming they need to make drastic changes all at once. This thinking leads to frustration and failure. A person who rarely exercises will struggle if they suddenly commit to an intense 2-hour workout every day. However, if they start with just 10 minutes of movement, it becomes easier to stay consistent. Small efforts may not seem significant in the moment, but over time, they compound into major results. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. A person who writes just 1 page a day will have a full book in a year. Someone who saves a small amount of money each week will build wealth over time. The secret is persistence. Small steps may seem insignificant on their own, but when done consistently, they create lasting change. Progress is not about how fast something happens, but about how steadily it moves forward. Starting small removes the excuse of not being ready. Many people wait for the perfect moment to begin, telling themselves they will start when they have more time, more energy, or more knowledge. This mindset keeps them stuck. The truth is, action leads to readiness. The best way to learn and improve is by doing. Taking even a tiny step forward today is better than waiting for the perfect conditions that may never come. Breaking down big goals into micro tasks makes them feel easier. If someone wants to start a business, the idea of launching an entire company can be intimidating. But if they focus only on one small step, like researching their market, choosing a name, or designing a logo, it becomes manageable. When small tasks are completed, confidence builds. Each little achievement makes the next step easier. Momentum is a powerful force. When a person takes even a small action, their mind shifts from inactivity to productivity. The hardest part is always starting. Once movement begins, it becomes easier to continue. This is why doing something small, even if it seems insignificant, is better than doing nothing at all. Taking one tiny step forward eliminates the feeling of being stuck and makes the next step feel natural. Another benefit of small steps is that they create habits. When an action is repeated consistently, it becomes automatic. Over time, what once required effort becomes second nature. This is how people who once struggled with laziness develop a strong work ethic. Small steps lead to discipline, and discipline leads to success. By focusing on progress instead of perfection, laziness is replaced with steady improvement and long-term achievement. The people around you have a significant influence on your mindset, habits, and overall success. If you surround yourself with lazy, unmotivated individuals, their mindset will slowly become yours. Their excuses, procrastination, and lack of ambition will rub off on you, making it harder to take action toward your goals. On the other hand, being around motivated, disciplined, and goal-oriented people naturally pushes you to become better. Their energy, mindset, and drive create an environment where laziness cannot survive. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with laziness is that they lack positive influences. If your closest friends spend their time complaining, avoiding responsibility, and making excuses, it becomes normal to do the same. Human beings are wired to fit into their environment. This means that if you want to change your habits and eliminate laziness, you must first change your surroundings. Being around people who take action, set goals, and push themselves makes you want to do the same. Their ambition and success create a standard that you naturally try to meet.